Hey guys, it's Covert Arms. I apologize in advance if the mic sounds weird, hasn't been working properly, but what I've got here are budget Comtacs. This is probably going to save you a lot of money if you're thinking about purchasing hearing protection with comms capabilities and you're trying to choose between what set is right for you. I'm not going to say that either of these necessarily is the best on the market, but in my personal experience, I absolutely love both of them. The difference between them is the price and general quality. And the question for you is the trade-off worth it? So right here, I've got two pairs of headphones that have comms capabilities. What are comms capabilities? It's the mics. I can talk and listen on both of these headsets. It's not just amplifying. Like if I just take the stock Walker's Razors right here, this is not comms capable because there's nothing hooked up to it. I can make it comms capable, but these two right here in their setups are comms capable. I can talk on them. So these two setups are the Comtacs and the Peltor range guards. Both of these are made by Peltor, the company that is famous for making the Comtacs, but the setup on the right is way more expensive than the setup on the left. These Comtacs come comms capable. What that means is they come with the mic. They're all ready to go. This whole setup here, dual lead Comtacs, will retail you over $1,000. When I was looking at estimates, it was $1,100. This setup on the left does not come comms capable. You have to buy the range guards and the multi-mount mic separately. But when you put these two together, without the PTT on either of these, this left setup costs around $110. The left is 10% of the price for the right, and your ability is the same. The only difference between them is the general quality of the sound and the quality of the actual materials, but for a lot of people that might not be a big issue. So why on earth would you be choosing the right when you have the left? Well, there are a few reasons for that and why the price on these is so high. This is a military contract headset. Even if these two were the exact same in all their features, this one on the right is being marketed to the military, and the company raises the price of the unit just because they can. They know the military can spend more, and that's I know someone in the comments is going to say it's ridiculous. That's a proven phenomenon. Companies charge more for a product that is the exact same if they're going for a military contract. Now, these themselves are a lot more quality than the range guards. They put a lot more work into the amplification technology. It's going to be better at isolating sounds. When you hear people talking or sounds you're supposed to be hearing at full volume, it's going to be clearer. In general, it is a better unit. But for most people use cases, the range guards are going to be just fine for that application. The range guards still feel great. In my actual opinion, I like the range guard feel more than the Comtacs, and I know a lot of people aren't going to agree with that either, but that's just my opinion. I like these a lot more. They feel great, and they're way, way cheaper for the headphones. So for most people's general application, if you're not doing anything crazy or on active duty or deployment, if you're just doing range shooting or comp stuff with your buddies or anything in between, these are going to suit you just fine. The problem with them, though, is obviously they're not comms capable, but there's a fix for that. Turns out you can add a mic to any sort of a headset that has a 3.5 millimeter input and output right down there. Well, this is technically just an input. As long as you can mount a mic to it, you're fine. So the multi-mount mic, which is a product I developed a while back and I sell on defensedistributors.com, attaches to the side of your headphones like this with Velcro, plugs into the 3.5 millimeter, and allows you to communicate with the same features and abilities that you'd get out of a way more expensive pair of Comtacs. And then you can choose between your PTTs and all that. That's also on the site. I'll link all those in the description. But between these two choices right here, you have relatively the same abilities. The difference just comes down to quality, and past that, price. So for me personally, I have both of these because I want to try them out. But if I had to do it all again, not even biased because it's my product, I'd go left side all day. The reason being, dude, it's 10% of the price. I can get 10 of my guys with a setup like this that has the same features as this. Sure, they're not going to look as tactical, but guess what? Each of them will have $900 extra in their pocket to go and do other cool stuff with and to buy more equipment. And that's really, really, really big for me. So between these two setups, you can go with whatever you want. Obviously, it's your choice. But I'm making these options available because these are truly the budget Comtacs. They're pretty similar. There's differences in quality, but for most people's applications, you don't really need the $1,000 headset. You can get by with much less that has the exact same capabilities. So there you go. The multi-mount mic is what makes this possible. I'll link this in the description of the video. There's a bunch of different PTT options for it. and that's for different radio types, for different feels of tactile buttons. But I'll link all of those options, and you can check those out. That's it. Let me know what setup you guys are running. There's lots of new features on the market coming out in the comms world, and even some of them I'm not aware of. So please let me know if you've got any suggestions on how I can set up a new comms loadout or anything you want me to try out. Remember to subscribe. We got more videos like this coming, and I'll see you in the next video.